Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Danielle Psychic, and I'm going to share with you my predictions for 2021. It has been a very interesting year for 2020. I'm actually filming this video on the 21st of December of 2020, which there is a big planetary alignment happening tonight, where it's going to be Saturn and Jupiter are going to meet up in Aquarius. So basically these planets have been in Capricorn, which is all about structure. It's about the government. It's about boundaries. It also brings up a bit of corruption that I've noticed coming up around the world. That's been sort of the theme, and about control and manipulation and power, which is what we've seen in 2020. And now we're moving into 21, and these two planets are now meeting in Aquarius. So Aquarius is about freedom. Aquarians don't like to be trapped. They like to be free. It's about technology, humanitarianism, being individual. So all these sort of themes that the Aquarians are all about is going to come up in 2021 and in the next couple of years as well, because Saturn will be there for the next few years. The Jupiter will be out, will go out in May, come back in, and then it will leave permanently for another, won't see this again for another 12 years, which will be at the end of the year. But basically, when Saturn a couple of days ago moved into Aquarius, that's when, I guess in Australia, these lockdowns started to happen around New South Wales and Sydney, because, as I say, Aquarians don't like to be trapped, so they're gonna start try and cause problems with our freedom, with technology and other things around. When we've got the Jupiter, which is luck. Now, with these two planets meeting up, I don't feel that confident about the outcome of what's going to happen and what the theme is coming up for 2021. We've got a lot of different things that are coming up planetary rise. It's going to be interesting. Basically, I feel like people are going to learn to be flexible. I'm saying flexible, even though Aquarian is a very fixed sign, but I believe that people are going to learn to be flexible and go with the times, because there's going to be a lot of unexpected upheaval. Don't forget, Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, which is in Taurus. So anything that's sort of earthly, there's been unexpected things already. There's more things to come. Basically, as I say, with the planets, yeah, we've got this, and this theme of the Saturn and Jupiter, it's going to be for the next 20 years. We're going into this cycle. So it's very much going to be about individualism. So if you're a very individual person, who go against the norm, who likes to be independent, who likes to do their own thing, then you're pretty much going to find it a bit easier and a bit, succeed. If you're a person who wants to follow, to follow the sheep, follow everybody else, and just go with the norm, you're probably going to find a bit of a struggle that's coming in, because we are coming into a different age. I feel like next year, though, with the Jupiter, that's a Jupiter's planet of luck. Saturn's a planet of problems. So with Jupiter actually being in Aquarius, even though it would be good when it's moving away from Saturn, I feel like it's going to sort of help us a bit with the freedom. It's going to help us a bit more with humanitarianism. But once that leaves for the end of the year, I'm probably going to come to see more problems. Like I do feel like, probably not next year, but coming up in the next few years, that we're probably going to have a big upheaval in, say, the community industry, like anything to do with humanitarianism, like caring for people. So we're going to be a big upheaval in that sector. Probably not next year, probably coming up 2022, even 2023. We've still got Pluto in Capricorn this year, so we're still going to have, and because I do see a big change in government, so that's probably still going to start to be happening next year, where we start to see an upheaval. I also see I do see a cashless system. I see that money will be around, it will be devalued, but I feel like there'll be like a digital age of money. It'll be like a cloud-based or an internet money base that I've seen, but I'll probably won't go into that much more, because I see it happening in 2023, so it's probably won't go too much into that for this video. In more with the planets, we've got Chiron, which is still in Aries. Chirons are emotional pain. So, you know, you're going to find like a lot of leaders or people who are born in Aries around the 27th of March. Even in the beginning of that Aries have probably been finding a bit of a struggle, that emotional pain, emotional upheaval coming up for that. When we go into Taurus, as I said before, we've got the Uranus, so unexpected, to do with like housing markets, we've got the financial system. There's a lot of unexpected things happening, and it's going to continue happening in 2021. For individually, it's going to affect more the people who are born around the 28th of April, which I would expect some unexpected in your life. When I go forward into the other planets, which I think I've already done for the major. We do have Neptune in Pisces as well. Neptune it's like, if I'm reading something in an individual chart, I'll read it as, depending on what house it's in, it can be a dissolve. So if I see Neptune in a money house or relationship house, I can see that as a dissolve in the relationship, or maybe dissolving some earning of the money. But when I see it in a different placement, it can actually be like delusion, or it can be like a fog where it's sort of foggy things up. And we've seen like this year, it's created this big illusion. The media has used the Neptune energy to create this big illusion. You know, they've put a lot of fear factor in. It's been about fear. And I feel like they will keep on trying doing this, but I do see big protests. I do see people that are gonna, you know, not go with this anymore. I'd see there's going to be a major upheaval with people. It's like the little people are going to stand up for themselves and stand up for what's right and what they believe in. So I do see a really big protest coming up. I feel like there's going to be around the world as well. I know with the virus, I mean, we're in December, it's still here. Look, I feel like it's on a decline though. I just feel like they're making this as big. I said, it's fear. If they're using this Neptunian energy to come in and it's going to bring in fear. They're going to try and do it. They're trying to, say that getting the jab is good. What I feel and what I see, it's a little bit different. I don't know what I can say on YouTube without getting my video sort of pulled down or not being seen. But basically, I will say, do what you feel like you have to do. I feel like there are consequences for people, perhaps maybe that want to take it. It hasn't been tested. And I'll just say, if it's me personally, I probably will not be taking it. That's just me personally for what I see. I just see there's a lot of problems with it. I see travel, it's like back and forth. I do see, I'm based in Sydney in Australia. I do see the travel bubbles happening, but I feel like it's going to be like a month like the end, like May and March. I feel like probably more May, where that starts to come into effect. But I will say by December next year, the virus is gone. I feel like it's gone by end of next year. I feel like we're wearing goodbye. It's gone. I feel like it's just vanished. I feel like the game that people behind the scenes have been playing, it hasn't worked. So I feel like it's gone. I do feel like, look, I hope I'm wrong about this one. I've been seeing it a lot. I know my other years I have seen it as well, but it's coming back. So I will say it. I don't know if it's the starting of a war or if it's a trade war or something else with military, but I just feel like there's this energy with some of the planets where they are lining up, where it is a sort of a war energy. And I feel like I just feel like China is involved with this war. But I'm hoping I'm wrong about that, but I do feel like something like that will happen. House markets, like I see a slump. I know it's going higher and higher in Sydney or in Australia. It seems to be going up higher ridiculously, but I feel like it's been pushing and being pushed, and I feel like mid-May next year, I just feel like I can see it's all falling off. It's like a big slump. There's a downplay where houses are going to be more affordable. I just feel like it's going to be more affordable. The stock market, I feel February next year is going to go up. But this market is a very unstable market. It's very up and down. It's a lot of upheavals. We don't know where it's going to go. just be careful. I do see it more stabilizing September, but I see February is a good month for the stock market next year. I also feel like in the royal family, there's some things happening there. I see this, I don't really understand what I'm seeing. Basically, what I'm seeing is that the Queen, not so much she steps down, or she's still going to be there, but it's like I see that William and Charles are going to try and fight for the crown, but William I see is the winner. I see William sitting next to the Queen, but the Queen is beside him, but William's got the crown on. So, and I feel like she's taking this step down, and it's going to be because of Prince Philip. I do see that happening. I also see Princess Beatrice. I see her being pregnant. So the princess that got married this year, I actually see her getting pregnant next year. Is it a boy or a girl, you guys? See, I feel like there's a strong need for a boy, but I feel like it might be a girl. But I do see more than one child for her coming in as well. I feel like there's 3 altogether for her. That's also going to be coming in as well. In other celebrity news, I do feel like there's more things coming up with Kanye and also with Kim Kardashian. I know I've predicted before that there will be a breakup. I still don't see this relationship lasting. I just see there's more problems going on there with that. To do with the election in America, I see, I don't know this one, and I've covered it. I know I said that Trump was going to win the election based on the cards and the astrology. Like, he did have the stronger chart as a leader. I just feel like there's things that are hidden that we can't see. I actually see a third person coming in. So I don't know what's going to happen. I can't see who they are. I just see a third person coming in the mix with this, which may end up being president. But I feel like Trump's not going anywhere. I feel like he'll still be around, so he may be coming to try and get into the next round. But I just see a win for him somewhere. Some of that's in 4 years' time, or it's to do with the court. There's something there for him. He's not going away. But this person that I see, they are younger, and I feel like they do have children. I feel like they're a family man. I feel like they're more stable. And I did see in my video that I did with the election, I did see that there was corruption with a particular person. I know I'm not allowed to say too much about it for the YouTube video, but I will say, their initials are J, last B. So I did see that in their chart. I did see it in the cards that there was a lot of corruption with that person. There's a lot of Scorpio energy, so be aware of that. Basically, I see us coming into next year. I just feel like a big upheaval, unstableness, upheaval. I feel like Britain and England is actually going to unite, breaking away from the Brexit. I just see them uniting over that, and I feel like it's going to be better for them. I feel like it's going to be a big win for them coming else. I also see a big volcano erupting, and when I see that erupting, I feel like maybe over like Brazil way or I think it's South America. My geography is not that great, but I do see this big volcano erupting else, probably in the middle of the year. I see a big earthquake, but people will be divided in 2021 because it's going to be about pushing that vaccine, push. In terms of the bubble for Australians, where we can travel, I feel like you're looking at probably like New Zealand, Singapore, Japan, even like maybe Bali, the sort of the Asian sort of countries. I feel like those sort of areas we can travel. I feel like in terms of cruising, I feel like that's going to be delayed. I'm not too sure when it's due to start back up, but I do feel that will be delayed. So coming back towards the end of the year. We'll do some cards coming up for the year. What cards do I do? Okay, let's have a look here. See what cards we get coming up. And then I'll try and channel some information from my guides for you guys as well. I've seen Nicole Kidman too. I feel like this year, this is going to be a bumper year for her. I feel like, she's going places, she's doing things. I feel like she's like, I know, like, we see her face, but I feel like she's going to just feel more confident in herself. I feel like this is going to be quite a good year for her. Just have a look about 2021. Let's have a look what we get here. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, it's very much going to be standing your ground. It's going to be choosing sides. You know, which side are you going to be on? You know, how much will you stand? How will you let them overtake and rule your life and, you know, tell you what to do? I really feel like that it's just going to be this Scorpio energy coming up as well. It's just, as I say, I don't trust Scorpios. It's about manipulation and control. There's going to be, you know, there's a need for perfection and getting things right and getting things done the way you need them to be done. Okay. So there is, like, the best card that I can see out of this pack that I've just dealt out. I know you can't see it that well, but it's just this card. Has the cards like a nice family. You know, it's got a dog in the card, so it's a very nice card. But all the other cards it's about power, it's about control, it's about manipulating. I feel like there's also going to be some sort of spiritual war. So I feel like in the spiritual community, I can be light workers. It's like people at odds, at ends. People are looking towards them, but it's like even they're on a fence and they're going to have to choose a side about something that's going to come up as well. The world's going in a very different way. As I say, it's going to be not so much family orientated, but more individual. So, you know, where do I stand? What do I believe in? What's my truth? And speaking that to come out. Even these little things I've wrote down, I've even got here, you know, setting intentions and knowing where you are heading, be flexible, be prepared for change, and be free and go against the norm. You know, speak your truth and have insight. That's what I've got as a little thing that I wrote down for next year. So there's a big change. You know, I also see, I guess, with the government, with our Prime Minister in Australia here, I just see this paper. I see him red-faced, and I see like people throwing paper airplanes at him. So I'm not sure what that means, but they're throwing these paper airplanes at him, and I guess it's minority groups will stand up. So people who, you know, are scared to sort of speak out and speak, you know, what they believe in, they're gonna start to, you know, speak up, and things are going to start coming out. I feel like the media is going to start to change as well in what they do. It's like this control, it's like people want to get pushed so far before this is going to be this big, I just feel like this big upheaval. I can just see this really big protest happening. It's just coming up. I don't know. And I feel like it's going to be to do with the injection. I really do. Or something else, like people want to be free and want to be less restricted. You know, they want to go forth. They don't want to be, you know, stuck. This trade war with China, it will continue. I feel like China's going to try and bully, I guess, like again, it's just Australia. China will try and bully Australia and try and put their foot down with us. It's like they've really got it in. But we will overcome it. I feel like they're going to have egg on their face in the end, but, you know, it's going to be something that does overcome. But I do see, I see war. So I'm hoping it's just a trade war, but, you know, I am seeing things. I'm also seeing an explosion as well. So we'll see. But yeah, it's even in the cards. There's 2 dragons up here. I just see a lot of fighting. Just knowing your strength and knowing who you are, and making your own life, making what you want your own. That's what I feel it is. I'm going to try and get a channel now for this as well for you guys. Don't be scared and don't be ashamed for who you are. You know who you are and you know where you want to go. Now is the time for 2021 where you're going to be free within yourself and free in your own power, and what you're thinking is your own truth and nothing but the truth. So that's going to be for you. It is time that you're going to live the way you want to live, and no more will be restricted to the way that the high power authority will try and restrict you. Go free. by March, there's a new opportunity for new bounce of freedom, where people will start to bound together and say no more of this. Then April will be a more of continuing along the lines of gaining back power and their own power as well. Okay. And that's what I got. Okay, guys, so I'll leave it there. I may do more predictions as the year goes by, depending on what happens, but I do see, I want to tell you guys everything's going back to normal and that travel's going to be fine, but I just see there could be a ban on a lot of travel places. It's going to be a bit different. We're not out of the woods yet, and won't be feeling as dense energy. It'll feel a bit better because we are going into an air sign. So we had all these planets in Capricorn, and now it's going to come out. But people are going to be red-faced, so people are going to start to get called out. I will say that. So I also see there for next year, there's going to be some protection for the whales. I feel like some sort of protection order for whales. And for the war, I just put the hard word for June in regards to China. But I just see military with them as well. So I see that there. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there because it's been a 20-minute video. I didn't expect it to go for so long. But thank you for liking, sharing your comments. And I will see you, mate. As I say, if you wanted me to do more predictions, I will do some more, maybe around midway through the year. We'll just see how it all goes and how everything's planning out. Please stay safe. So I am doing this before Christmas, so I'll say Merry Christmas, but Happy New Year for 2021. Let's hope that it's a bit better than this year. I feel like it is going to be a bit better. But there are still some challenges coming up our way that we will have to face. Okay, but I do feel like the truth will come out. So I feel like this Neptune energy that's coming out, I feel like it will change. So I'll leave it there. So thank you, and I will catch you guys later.